Have you ever noticed how some 5 minute tasks can feel harder to start than a task that would take you an hour? And then maybe you start feeling like you're lazy or unmotivated. I don't think it's always that those are the case. Sometimes it's just mental friction. Mental friction is not that everything you do is difficult. It's just sometimes the resistance is bigger than the task itself. Like, for example, if you want to wash your clothes, you know that you've been accumulating clothes all week and you're not actually going to be doing it. All you're going to do is drop it in the washing machine, dry them, push a button, and it does it itself. But still, sometimes some people can talk themselves up to it and just have so much friction towards doing it that they never actually take any action. That's an example of what I mean by mental friction. It's just the blockage or the resistance from us taking action. Some other examples are like replying to an email or a text message that somebody sent you. Maybe you know you've been putting off making an appointment for a doctor. You've been having something going on with your body and you're not making that phone call. Or maybe you need a new job but you haven't updated your resume. Anything like that. Simple tasks that could take a couple minutes, but we've been avoiding it for days and weeks. With that, where does the resistance come from? From what I understand, there's four common sources of friction. You can have uncertainty. It's like you don't know where to start. Another one could be that you're a perfectionist, or you're just constantly trying to get everything just right, just perfect before you can start. Or maybe there's an emotional weight to it. Like you've been telling yourself a story, well, I put it off for this long, I don't need to do it anyway. Or just some other emotional reasoning, emotional weight in behind doing it. Or it could be decision fatigue. If you've been on this channel for a while, you've heard that before. That stuff accumulates over time. You make hundreds of decisions every day. All of that kind of goes towards your bandwidth. None of it means you're lazy, but once you start to understand where the friction comes from, then you can ask yourself different questions. And questions like, why does this feel so heavy? Or why does this seem so difficult? What's the next smallest step that I could do? Or am I making this a bigger deal than what it really is? If you can identify the source of the resistance, it'll help you stop judging yourself. Anyway, once you remove a little friction, something interesting usually starts to happen. You get action, and then you get momentum. We talked about that before too. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to start. But once you start, you start building momentum, it gets easy to continue to do. Like going back to my example about washing clothes, if you just put the detergent in and grab a handful of clothes and put them in the washer, you'll more likely grab more and make enough for a load of clothes rather than just putting it off more and more. Action often reduces friction. It's not the opposite way around. It's not like you'll get more and more motivated as time goes on. It's probably more than likely going to be the opposite. That's why you don't need to think about motivation as being the real issue most of the time. Sometimes we can spend a lot of time criticizing ourselves when what we really need to do is to understand why the task is so heavy in the first place. We don't need to keep asking ourselves if there's something wrong or why don't I execute. The better question to ask is what's creating this friction? And the next time something feels unusually hard to start, don't start assuming negative things about yourself. Like you need to build your motivation, or you need to stop being so lazy, or you need to stick to it. Don't talk negative to yourself. Just get curious about what's going on and figure out what's creating the friction. And if you can remove a barrier with one small step at a time, do that, and I guarantee you that things will be better.